Hi guys, I'm Shmi and welcome to Italy for the start of Fuel Faction 2, our second Fuel Faction adventure where we're going to be exploring Italy, checking out some of the very best roads this country has to offer, visiting some amazing locations as we meander around from Turin to Sardinia to make our way towards one of my favourite driving roads in the world. Now we had Fuel Faction ENA last year, starting off in Ljubljana, Slovenia, where we went down through the Balkans, Croatia, Montenegro, Bosnia, across to Italy to Marseille. This is the second adventure and this time we're going bigger. We've invited some friends to join us too. The adventure is supported by Trading 212. The cars are all lined up behind. We've got 7 cars for most of the adventure. The GT8 and Vanquish, of course, that I'll be driving. But let's come over and have a look at the cars, where right now we're up at the top of the Lingotto Fiat factory. So we're on a rooftop building, the rooftop of the old Fiat factory itself, with the parabolica curve over at the end, and the cars lined up here for some photos up on the roof. So I'm going to be driving in the GT8, decorated up in race livery, looking like a proper race car that it should be. Also joined by Misha from Apex Nürburg, Misha Charadin, Boosted Boris and his other guys driving in the McLaren 570S. We're going to have Joe Achilles and Benzine Ben driving in the Vanquish Volante. We're also joined by Queen Bee, Becky driving in an Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. 4C has been generously provided to us by Alfa Romeo, so big thanks to them for that. If we come down the other side, we've got Sophia Kalate's 911 GT3. Again, more videos that they'll be shooting. We're also joined by Petrolhead Tours in the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, another car that's been generously provided to us for this trip. And lastly on the end here, the Mini GP2 of Mark, or Schmark 150 as we're jokingly calling him, the manager behind Shmi 150. So a number of companies have supported us and made this trip possible, so a quick shout out to them. Trading 212, of course, more to come on that front. We're also joined by DSW Wrapping, who have helped sticker up all of the cars. As we come down the side, we've got Sparco, where we're going to be visiting. We've got Apex Nürburg, of course, at the Nürburgring. We've got Tollgate Insurance, we've got Topaz PPF, we've got All Transports Limited, shipping company, Petrolhead Tours, who are helping manage the trip, and the cars are decorated with our social media stickers as well for the tour. So we've got some bright colours here, some cars lined up ready for this adventure. We've got about 2,000 kilometres ahead of us with the lineup. A very, very bright car from Misha, the 570S. But I rather think there are going to be some fun times ahead. But this is a pretty cool location to start. The top of the Fiat factory. Let's check it out. To earlier in the day, and it is sticker time, so all the cars are actually perched undercover right now to do this because the weather here is really not very much on our side. So DSW Wrapping have come down to help us install all the stickers, starting off by placing them, getting them all positioned up exactly where they're going to be. So obviously the Fuel Faction logo, the 2 logo goes on the door, then we've got Trading 212, as well as all of the other companies working with us here around the car. So Sparco, Apex, Tollgate, Topaz, All Transports, Petrolhead Tours, and our social media logos around the car as well. And a nice Fuel Faction logo at the back. It would appear that Misha has arrived with the 570S, so we're lurking undercover to make sure this can be done. All the stickers positioned right, and the car's dry, basically, because otherwise this was going to be quite a challenge. Cars had to be dried down, but going to look pretty good when everything is in place. And stickers really give cars the rally kind of feel, which is what I enjoy like so much. It brings you together. You're a pack, you're driving together. It's a sort of, it's kind of like being a family when you're on a road trip like this. Everybody looking out for everyone. For the Fuel Faction logo then on the 570S, because Misha has the Apex logo down there, how do you feel about having this there? Does it work?
I feel delighted.
Yeah?
Yeah,
that's absolutely a good option. Right, so right on the windscreen. Let's stick it. Let's hit it. So obviously that's not the case, but good progress being made.
I think we're done. I think everything is finished.
In place at least, not stuck.
Well, barring one last adjustment. Oh, looks pretty good to me. That'll help us out massively over the next week.
Let's just say the weather here is atrocious, but we have, however, been joined by Sophia Kalate in the GT3, Becky Queen Bee in the Alpha 4C. Hey, noise on demand. We've got the 570S, Misha, of course. Patrick and Becky are driving in the 4C. I'll probably mostly be in the GT8. Pete is riding in the Quadrifoglio, the Giulia. Noise is good. And although the weather might be trying to get us down right now, we're about to take the cars up to where you have already seen at the start of the video, up there at the top of Lingotto. The Lingotto factory, the Fiat factory, the old Fiat factory that's actually now a shopping centre. But the view up top is quite cool. And there's a racetrack on the roof. So we're going to drive the cars up, convoy a little bit, take them up towards the top. Misha is clearly eager to get on the move in the Apex Nürburg 570S. We're waiting for the Vanquish to be finished. Ben has a whole load of rubbish. DSW Wrapping have done an amazing job to get all of this ready and set. You're clearly on the move.
The roof.
To the roof, to the roof.
It's on fire. Oh no, it's raining!
But making a splash. But things are, I guess, about ready. It's just a shame that the one day we're here and we have something planned in Italy, the weather does this. It's grim, it's grey, it's wet, it's miserable. Even that building there is disappearing up into the top. Just hopefully the Vanquish is just about ready, and then we'll go check out up top. So guys, how's the 4C? Are you ready?
Very cosy.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit packed. It's going to be very packed. Even the boot isn't necessarily big enough.
Pop the boot quickly.
So the only way you can get into the boot is by the only button here. There's nothing on the key. And then you come around to the boot, which is also the engine bay. You have to manually put up the pole and...
So that's your luggage capacity for this whole trip?
Yeah, so this is just in case we have a flat tyre, which is quite big. This is my camera bag and the rest of our luggage is still in the room, so...
That's it, that's all you've got?
That's everything, yeah. It's,
nice.
We'll get through. We have the Giulia.
Yes, a luggage car. A couple of quick blips, come on, let's hear it. Come on. Hey, that has the sports exhaust, that's louder. That's a little bit louder, enjoy. Okay then. Here we go, and obviously we unlock the noise. Up on the roof. So, if you literally look at the far end in front of us, you can see the parabolica, the curved turns, and the track sort of dodges around this upper level. It's super cool up here, except we're basically up in the clouds, so you can't see too much. If you look out my side, just over there, top of a sort of hill, but lost in the cloud, unfortunately. So we will park the cars up here, and take some nice photos of them all, and have a bit of fun. as you may have noticed, it has got very, very wet up here, but we're going to make our way back down. It has the most magnificent spiral kind of driveway to get back down. We were also joined by the Ferrari 458 Speciale that you might have seen in previous videos from Mr. Cars and Coffee. He's based here in Turin, but in here, one of the coolest things is this. My goodness! That is absurd! So we're going to be heading down. It's a little bit crazy. That's the sound of thunder. That's a good one. So let's perch up here. We're going to try and get some photos here on the way out. Schmark is back in the Mini, blasting through the puddles. Then we have Sophia in the GT3, who we'll try and catch up with in a sec. Misha in the 570S. And then Becky and Patrick in the 4C at the back. Welcome back, car full of fuel.
Yeah.
Set and ready to go.
Very thirsty.
Just needs a few stickers now. Join the fun. I find myself cowering in a corner right now to get away from this utterly horrendous weather that has greeted us today in Italy. When we planned this in May, we were thinking 25 degrees, sunshine, but alas, that was the one thing we could not book, and it has not been on site. It has rained non-stop all day to get Douai started. However, we are forecast to have some pretty nice weather in the coming days, so fingers crossed on that one. Now, we couldn't book the weather, but what we have booked is an awful lot of very fun stuff, starting right there on the rooftop of the Lingotto factory, one of the sort of most iconic, I think, automotive locations in the Italian job. The 3 Minis in the chase up there, tons of stuff with Fiat 500s, all up there. Now we started Fuel Faction Douai up there as well. Aino was a lot of fun. Douai is set to be even more so. We've got more friends joining. The other cars have just gone off to be wrapped up, stickered, finished and prepared for tomorrow's adventure, where we're going to be starting here, heading to Sparco to take a look around the factory. Sparco, makers of my race gear, all sorts of other stuff that we'll be able to see there. Then we're going to head to the Alfa Romeo Museum, see some history from Alfa, obviously the 2 Alfas that we've been generously led for this trip. Then we're going to be heading up towards Lake Como as well. So the tour is going to continue. We meander around. We've got amazing roads, lots of wonderful stops, and hopefully some pretty cool stuff to be able to share with you guys too on both my channel and the other guys that have joined us as well. So do go check them all out. Links down below. Make sure you get involved. But Fuel Faction Douai is now well and truly ready to get underway. We've got a few days ahead of us of awesome stuff as we head towards Sardinia to drive on pretty much my favourite driving road in the world when we get there. So I'm rather excited about it. Thank you guys for joining. We've got a lot more to share with you over the coming days. Trading 212, how that's all going to work. Big thanks to them and to the other partners that have made this possible. That is it for now though. I'm going to leave you from the Lingotto factory in Turin. Catch up with you again tomorrow for the first full day of Fuel Faction Douai. I'll see you then. Cheers.